Emeka sat outside their little mud house, staring at the old stool his father used to sit on. His father had died months ago, leaving Emeka, his mother, and his two younger brothers, Uchenna and Obina, with nothing. Life became very hard. At 19, Emeka knew he had to do something to help his family. Mama, he said one morning, I will go to the city and learn a skill. I'll work hard and take care of us. His mother wiped her tears and nodded. Go, my son, but always remember us and stay safe. Life in the city. When Emeka arrived in Onisha, the city overwhelmed him. He had no place to stay, so he lived in a small welding shop owned by a distant relative. The work was hard and sparks from the machines burned his skin, but he kept going. Every month, Emeka sent money home. His brothers started school again, and his mother could buy food for the family. Years passed, and with Emeka's help, Uchenna became an engineer and Obina became a doctor. Even though he worked long hours and lived simply, Emeka was happy. He had done what he promised his father. He had cared for the family. A cold welcome. One day, Emeka decided to visit his brothers. He wore his usual clothes, faded and stained from work, and carried a small bag of groundnuts as a gift. When he knocked on Uchenna's door, a housekeeper opened it and frowned at him. Who are you? She asked. I'm here to see Uchenna, Emeka said with a smile. The housekeeper called Uchenna, who came out looking surprised. Brother, Emeka greeted him warmly, but Uchenna didn't smile back. You should have called before coming, Uchenna said, looking uncomfortable. And you shouldn't dress like this. People might think you're a driver or something. Emeka's heart broke, but before he could speak, Obina arrived. Instead of being happy to see him, Obina frowned. Brother, why are you still doing welding? You're embarrassing us, he said. Emeka left the house that feeling hurt and rejected. Back to the village. Emeka returned to the village and kept working in a small welding shop. His mother noticed he was quieter than before. What's wrong, my son? She asked. Nothing, Mama, Emeka replied. The city is not for me. He poured his energy into his work and began teaching young boys in the village how to weld. The people respected him for his skills and kindness, regrets and forgiveness. Later, Uchenna and Ubina came back to the village. They went to Emeka's shop and found him working on a gate for a neighbor. His hands were rough and his clothes were still the same, but his face was calm. Brother, Uchenna said, tears in his eyes, we are sorry. We treated you badly after everything you did for us. Obina added, you gave up everything for us, and we called you poor and illiterate. Please forgive us. Emeka looked at them and smiled. You are my brothers, he said. I only did what I could to help my family. I forgive you. From that day, Uchenna and Obina respected Emeka deeply. They realized that true wealth was not in money or titles, but in love, sacrifice, and a heart willing to give.